Hello and good morning to another episode of the Bluebeam Guy Excel version. This is episode 3, and today I will be showing you how to get averages, highlight averages, count if they're above a certain value in averages, and format it to change color, fill, what have you, on those acceptable values that you deem necessary to highlight. I don't know how else to say that. Anyway, so what we're going to do first, we'll start off. And I also, for you viewers, I figured out how to show dialog boxes on that stuff. It was apparently a settings issue I was not aware of, figuring it out. So now you'll be able to see that as well. Okay, first things first, let's zoom in. Okay, so first we're going to have, I've mentioned this before, I am on a bowling team and I like to get the stats of my team and uh, figure out averages on our team, see what, you know, what we need to do to improve, all that kind of stuff. So um, I'm just going to build a simple table here on uh, where we're going to start putting our values and scores and those kind of things, and try to deduce and get something workable. So let me just build this thing real quick. Um, this is the column that I'm specifically talking about. This is a tough column to build. Took a little bit of figuring it out, but now that I have, I want to pass those savings on to you. Um, so we'll, let's see. I don't know if a lot of you know how to do this, but if you've got something that you've merged in a particular row, and then you realize, oh no, it's, I need this to be a little bigger or whatever else, you can just I needed it to extend to the H column. You can just unmerge it and then take it to the H column and then just do it again. Don't know if you guys knew that, but sometimes it's the little things. Okay, so we have kind of a table going here. We're probably only going to have 4 players. Let's see here. Okay, so now we have a little table. As you can see, that didn't take too long to do. I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but you can actually have Excel format a table for you. It'll give you a little template that you can do that with. And uh, although this is nice and it kind of gives you some drop downs for sorting and those kind of things in each column and such, it kind of does limit you if you need to put in some formulas that are at the bottom for totals, etc. And it does kind of make it a little bit difficult. Um, if you know what you're doing in the sorting of those columns, you can uh, select and deselect some items so that it doesn't impact it too much, but it can be a little difficult. All right, so I like this to be centered because I'm a centered kind of guy. Okay, so we got good old Bob, and we got Walt, and we got Dave, and we got Mike. Okay, game 1, Bob put in 125. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, 1, 2, 5. Keyboard must be getting old. And then he did a 145, and then he did a 143. Okay, these things got to be centered. Come on, let's just make this all centered right now. Boop, boop. All right. And then we got a 158 for Mr. Walt, 163, and a 159. He's one of our better players. But Dave is even better. 162, 161, and consistent. 173. High game. And then Mike, even better. 173, 159, and a 156. Okay, so I showed this in the last episode of episode 2, how to do averages. So if I want to do an average, there's Excel has this auto sum feature. You can hit average. It's going to select what cells, what in the row that you want to average. Simply hit enter. We've talked about this too. We don't like the decimals, etc., etc. This has to do with the way things are formatted right here. I want it in number format, and it's actually suggesting that. So I hit number, but I don't want that many decimals, so I move it to the left, and that gets rid of what's ever behind the decimal. All right, so that should work for all these. And now I just simply grab the corner. You see how it turns to a plus sign? Grab it all down, and it does that for that. Great. Okay, now next thing we want to do is we want to know if this is greater than or less than 160. We want us to tell us if it's a yes or no to answer this question. So what we do is we're going to type in here equals if the row cell of cells, if F5 is greater than, wow, where are my keys? Where am I? Okay, greater than 160, then we want it to say yes, yes. Otherwise, say no. And parentheses. See that? So there's the formula right there. If F5, this cell here, is greater than 160, it'll tell me it's a yes. If not, the logical test, it'll say no. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to carry that on down. Boop. All right. Now, what I want to do now is I want this to turn green if that's the case. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, oh my God, go to conditional formatting, highlight cells, text that contains, and we're going to make it turn, I like green, contains the text that says yes. Okay. Now, you can do the format painter. Oh boy, got to select the one I want to, there. Boop. Format painter, it just basically carried everything through. You can't do a drag with the cross when it comes to conditional formatting. You have to do the format painter to do that. Okay, now that I've got this, I want this to count how many yeses I have in this thing. So I'm going to put a little note here. How many are above 160 average? And what we're going to do here, we're going to put in this formula. We're going to put this formula right here, equals count if G5 to G8, comma, and it's a logical test. It's going to count between G5 and G8. If it has a yes in it, it'll count how many yeses are in that column. You got to close the parentheses, not leave it open like I just did. Boom. And there you go. Now it's counting how many yeses are in this column. All right. Sorry about the pauses in my speech. I was trying to remember what the formula was and all that kind of stuff, but I think we got it all figured out, and we want this to be a nice little table. All right. Okay. Hope this, guys, hope this table and instruction helps you guys out. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will talk to you later. Have a great day, y'all.